So are tech kingpins Facebook and Apple losing their crowns? New reports from the UK newspaper The Daily Telegraph states that Facebook lost approximately 600,000 users in the UK in December 2012. Today, Apple's stock dipped below $500. That's big news to a lot of people in the tech world.
When it comes to Apple stock, Facebook's users, I can't read minds. I don't know why people are leaving Facebook. But in terms of Apple, the most I know about finance is debit and credit. So I can't analyze Apple's stock, but I can tell you, in terms of Facebook, I mean, it's just a matter of, I think at least, I think the UK was that report. This is a report out of the UK about the amount of users. In the US, I mean, I think a huge percentage of Americans are on Facebook. And it talks a lot about saturation points in this article, and basically Facebook getting to a point where they don't have any more people to even join. But it's also, I think, a matter, this is just my opinion. I mean, Facebook is one of those companies, and especially since they went public, it became very clear that, this is just my opinion. I think that Facebook's focus now is we need to get as much of people's data as possible and monetize it. And to transition over to the Apple thing a little bit, the Steve Jobs sort of school of product and company management, I think, to a certain extent, was make good products and the money will come. And I think when I look at Facebook, and oftentimes it's just like it won't load stuff and they're trying to do everything. It's sort of like, that sort of Google school of thought where we have to conquer every single thing possible. We have to, oh, there's that Snapchat service. Let's do just that. Let's just copy them. Or let's just have a bunch of services. When ultimately Facebook was really good at one point at something very basic, which is just connecting people. Sort of, I think, this Wall Street pandemonium. It's like, guys, we saw some internal report where Apple cut supplies for the displays for the iPhone 5. The sky is falling. Sell all your Apple stock. It's over. The magic is just gone. Get rid of it. But when I go on the subway in New York City, everybody has an iPhone. Everybody. This is like the way that when the iPod came out, it was just, that was the music player. You didn't go to a store and go, hi, what sort of MP3 players do you have? You sort of imagine that people would walk into Best Buy and go, what sort of iPods do you have, when they went to the MP3 section? And I think that's sort of people's general approach to smartphones is, I always read these reports and they talk about, and by the way, again, a confession, I'm a big Apple geek, so you'll hear me as sort of an Apple apologist a lot of times. But you read these stories and they're like, the smartphone market and what's going on in the smartphone market. And I don't hear actual real people talking about smartphones.